Hello, YouTube and fellow resellers. This is Kevin, the Stoic Reseller, with another What Sold in 24 Hours. And 2 days, super slow sales, but we'll talk about a little bit. So let's get her started. I'm not going to have no fancy AI tool I got on my hands today. It's really not worth it. The profit on these is maybe 20, 30 bucks. Um, you know, it's that time of the month. I'm always good for a couple duds of the month, and it seems like I'm in that period right now. The first item I have is this Icebreaker Polo. It took a couple months, about a month to sell it. Not a month. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk today. This is how it's been all day for me. 1616. I'm in like the 1630s, I think. So this did take about a week or so to sell. Did sell for $34.97. Guys, Icebreaker's a really good brand, and I wouldn't not pick it up. We have a Marine Layer pant. This sold for $31.50 on an accepted offer. I had it listed for 40 bucks. When you're having slow sales, and I mean that's a pretty acceptable offer. It's just under 20% off. I'm not gonna argue. It's good profit, guys. Did take about 2.5 weeks or so. Before I show you the next two, it's gonna be a really short video. If you didn't watch my video from yesterday on the economics of eBay, I highly encourage you to watch it. It kind of explains to you some of my interests, and some of the things that I've seen in the marketplace. I'm really into economics, so go watch that. Tell me what you think. But today I wanted to get more or less into the emotions of eBay, specifically the psychological effects. You go through these ups and downs. I mean, things are a lot more stable in these last 2 months than I've ever had in the business in terms of average sales. But over the course of the last 3.5 years that I've been doing this, there's been roller coasters, guys. There's been ups and downs. There's been times where I've thought I've crippled the business. There's been times where I thought the business was going to skyrocket and it'd be my full-time job. And sometimes it's like my Dolphins. You put 70 points up, come crashing down, and get your ass beat. That's what it feels like, and that's what humbles you. And I know I don't talk about it very much on these videos, but as a striving Stoic, someone who's still struggling with the mentality and the mental aspect of being a Stoic in terms of emotions and attitude, it's important to remember that this is going to happen with any business you have, with anything you do in life. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, you're going to have your peaks and valleys. And that's important to remind yourself. And eBay will definitely remind you of that. And it doesn't matter how many items you have listed, what brands you have listed, there's going to be specific times in the month where you're just going to see nothing happening. It appears that we're at that point right now. And so the thing I really wanted to really hit home on is that we must, if you want to be successful at this, just keep pushing forward. This is where my business model I really appreciate. That I go out and get 3 weeks full of items and list them over, the course of 3 weeks, all in one weekend. Because I'm not at the mercy of a really terrible week, and I'm not at the mercy of a really good week. It just allows me to stay consistent, because for every every valley that I have, which are these two, I have at least 5 peaks for every one valley. Because, if I go back, if you go look at the last 5-6 videos, I'm having over $300, $400 in sales. And when you have these low numbers like this, it brings you back down to reality. But it also makes you kind of look at what you're listing. Maybe it starts making you second guess some of the pricing. Because there's goods. There's goods at the peaks, there's goods at the valleys. And that's how you have to look at it. Like Coach Mike McDaniel says, adversity makes opportunity. And the opportunity here is to review what's going on. It allows you to look at your business model and make adjustments. I personally have been putting a lot of thought into this. If it wasn't the week that I'm cramming 2 days of listings before throughout the week, it kind of throws off the mentality. But starting next week, what I'm going to do is all my old inventory that isn't in my current bin system, I will be pulling 5 items a day and redoing the listings, pricing them low just to get them out, because it's just dead money sitting there. That's one thing that I'll be doing next week. Also, in the efforts to move all of the dead inventory of shoes, I will be putting about a 50%, probably around a 30% sale on all my shoes. That's going to end up happening. And then, I also have a thought process of I need to do more research too. I need to make sure that, these last 3 weeks, it's only been 8 items a day. I need to hit that 10 item a day mark. That's where I feel my most confident. That's where I feel I need to be. And yeah, that just means I might be adding more fluff to the business. But those fluff items, like I've keep repeating these last few videos, that is what keeps the business moving, guys. So, with that said, let me know, what are your thoughts, your opinions? What are the things you think I should do? What are you doing? How do you view low sales? Do you think everything's coming crashing down, or do you think that this is just the ebbs and flow of you selling on eBay? Tell me in the comments. Let's have a discussion, please. But let's move it on. Here's an item I listed this morning. It's a Lululemon Metal Vent long sleeve. Sold within a day. Sold for $29.97. If you bring me back about a year ago, these were selling in about $40. You'll see some comps, but I don't think this is a $40 item anymore. I think where it's sold is exactly the correct price for these. Lululemon for men's is still pretty much a no matter what buy. And the last item, guys, is this Figs item. This is the Katarina Scrub Top 2XL. This was a multi-quantity listing I had. This is the final one. This is a brand that I will no longer be buying. The sell-through rate has died completely. I mean, it still sells, but it's just, if you're getting it for $5, I mean, why not? But you aren't getting more than $20 for these. I'm actually pretty lucky to get $18 for this. And I just think that Figs has had its time, and once it started getting resale popular, the price just fell out, the bottom fell out. And not to mention, the brand doesn't help resellers at all. All they do is run sale after sale after sale on their website. So take it as it is, guys. You heard it here first. Stop picking this brand up. And then maybe start listing it for around $15 plus shipping, and you'll probably start moving it quicker. But a lot of the figs that I have listed, maybe I need to readdress because the price needs to be dropped. So there's my 4 sales. It was like $102 and change, guys. Not really good. So I don't know, guys. I really don't know what else to talk to you guys about today. Sales were slow. I'm gearing up for my big thrift weekend this Friday, Saturday. The other positives I have actually to really mention is tomorrow I have some really high-end jackets that I'll be listing. And then Friday I have some dead inventory that I've had laying around, some hats, some socks. Not high-end stuff, but hopefully they'll move quickly. I'm pricing them to move quickly just to get my money back for them. And then Saturday I have some other high-end jackets being listed. And Sunday I have the last of the last thrift trip to be listed. And that's all high-end stuff. So, but yeah, guys, the moral of the story is keep your heads up. eBay is an emotional roller coaster. And at the end of the day, you just got to keep focused, keep your mind on the straight and narrow, and just stay positive and consistent. Do not let the down days let you succumb to the negative thoughts and you quit this. Because I've had plenty of those days, and I'm thinking the mentality of just keeping on going. So guys, until tomorrow, like, subscribe, share my video, and roll the day.